Hello everybody, this is Emortic here and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. Last time, we made our way to the roof, got a whole bunch of pot plants. No, that's not what they're called. Why do I keep calling them that? I don't remember what they're called, but they're plants that allow you to plant on top of the roof. I don't know. Yeah, we're here. Hello. It's been a little bit. And we got our Zen garden. Seems to need some taken care of. What? Seems to be... You know what? Whatever. I chose a day to record that I can't speak at all. Anywhere. Or at any time. So this is gonna be a fun part then. Yes indeed. Alright, what we're gonna do, we're gonna probably continue on once these plants are satisfied. There we go, we got fertilizer and... Come on. I don't have all day. There we go. There we go. Plants are good, plants are fine. Let us continue on. To level 5. Guys, we're almost done. We're almost there. We're almost near the end. Do you want to continue? Yes, I do. Welcome to the conveyor belt level 5 of the roof. Now, actually, the game's a little loud on my end. I'm gonna turn it down on, not on the stream, on the recording. But the game is a little louder than it normally is. And I do not know why. I might have messed with the settings while playing this game off recording. So the game is a little loud, so hopefully the audio's okay for you guys. If not, I'll fix it, don't worry. You guys won't have to hear the amazing sound effects of death. Of blaring. But I do. Because adjusting audio while recording is probably not the best idea. It could lead to some interesting stuff, or by some interesting stuff, I mean audio problems, which I don't want to particularly deal with. So, I've been streaming a little bit recently, for once. I know that's me streaming, right? That's something I normally, should do, but I don't do it often enough. Because of school and work and other things. But I have been streaming a little bit recently, and I'm very happy about that. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So, just a little plug here. If you guys want to see my streams, they tend to be a little scuffed and a little chaotic at times. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with a little scuff and chaoticness. And they're not very planned out. I tend to just, decide what game I'm playing during the stream or right 10 minutes before the stream starts. And even my schedule for streaming is chaotic. It's like I stream this, I stream whatever I can, basically. But yeah, I've been playing some Cobblemon on stream recently. I've been having fun with that. No, not because everyone else is playing Cobblemon. Okay, that is a little bit the reason why, but also because I started watching some of the, some of Captain Sparkle's playing Cobblemon Academy, and that made me want to play Cobblemon. So I started playing Cobblemon and started doing a little bit of on-stream. Okay, I'm an original content creator, okay guys? I come up with my own ideas, alright? I don't do things because I'm inspired, or because I'm having fun with it. I do it because I'm an original content creator. That's why. That sentence didn't really make much sense. Like, at all. But that's okay. When do I ever make sense? Let's be honest. On my recordings. I make more sense, I think, on my streams than I do on my recordings. And that's saying something. Because on my recordings, I kind of just babble on about stuff. And because of that, I tend to say some weird nonsense that doesn't really make much sense. Stream's a bit more coherent because I have other people in chat to talk to. But my recordings are a little bit less coherent because of it's just kind of me rambling by myself. but that's okay. I might have to end this a bit earlier than I normally do, so we might not be able to finish this game today, or in this part, only because I have a night class today, and I have to leave at 3, and it's 2, so I got like an hour. I was kind of hoping I get to put a pumpkin plant on, so we'll see, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I have to end early or not. Hopefully not, but we are nearing the end. I believe World 5-9 is the last world, if I'm not mistaken. I say we're nearing the end, but I did promise we were going to be doing the survival, the mini-games, and the puzzles right after we're done with the main storyline, so I can show that off to you guys. I'm going to try to complete all of them. The survival is going to be a bit tougher. What I might do for the survival, because survival takes a long time, and those don't really end. I might do for the survival is I might stream those, or do like very long recordings of sessions of those, and like just upload them, or maybe like chop them down or something. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with their survival, because survival stuff tends to be endless for the most part. Well, there is a survival endless stuff, but there's also survival where you just have to survive for a certain amount of time. So I don't like the fact that all my chompers are currently being chomped, and all of my plants are being chomped. I would like another one of these things, whatever they are, because I keep calling them the wrong names. There we go. I really wish we had... Oh, there we go. Pumpkin. Wait. Flower pots. These are flower pots. That is the name of these. Flower pots. Not pot plants. I mean, they are pot plants, but they're flower pots, you know? That's the name the game gives them, so we're giving... Oh my god. Cherry bomb panic. Oh, I'm so glad I saved cherry bombs. That would have been rough if we did not save cherry bombs. There we go. We got the garlic. Divert zombies into other lands. I don't really use garlic. Now, there is a specific strategy with pop shrooms and garlic you can use, which is really, really good. But I try not to use garlic, but I am going to show it off because I've been showing off every other plant. So that's what we're going to do. We do this flower pots. We do... I guess I'll show off the strategy, right? We do coffee bean, puff shroom. I can't do the strategy, actually. Because I am missing the gloom shroom, which we get from the store, and I don't have that, and the strategy requires that. So I guess we're not showing off the garlic, because I don't have the stuff for that, unfortunately. Squash. We got the catapult zombies. Those zombies are a pain in the neck to deal with. Do I want chomper? I might want chomper. What do I get rid of for chomper? I kind of want squash. Get rid of cherry bomb. And then get pumpkin. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm not entirely sure how well this will end up. Because this is an interesting set of plants I have here. But we're gonna find out. Now, unfortunately, normally at this point, I would have, like, double sunflower and, like, gloom shroom and everything. But those require lots of money from Crazy Dave shops. Like, those plants, they're, like, fusion plants. We haven't really got to them yet. I think I explained them in a part beforehand. But it requires you to, like, grind up money. And the best way to grind up money is to play the mini-games and puzzles, which we haven't really been doing. Which makes it a bit difficult to buy the Crazy Dave's items, because that stuff is expensive, and I mean very expensive. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to play through without having the upgraded plants unfortunately, for a while. I'm gonna squash you because I didn't put a potato mine there as fast as I would have liked. How am I gonna set this up? Kernels in the back and cabbage pulse in the front, maybe? That might be the best option. And then we put chompers in the front with pumpkin. I'm gonna put a cabbage pulse here, because kernel pulse do stun. They don't do as much damage. Kernel pulse there, cabbage pulse there, flower pot there. Here we go. Setup so far so good. It seems to be working. I'm a little bit worried about that because catapult zombie. I think this might be our first time seeing one. I actually don't remember if we've seen them before. But catapult zombies basically fire footballs or like basketballs from a distance, and they kind of hurt your plants, and they're really annoying. There is a plant to deal with them. However, we do not have that plant yet, and since they're introducing catapult zombies here, I assume we're gonna get the plant to deal with them after this level. Hopefully, so we don't have to deal with them quite as much. I need to buy an extra seed slot, because I think we're 1 seed slot short. I think, wait, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we could get 9. I think 9's the max. I don't entirely remember the max seed slots. 1 more row of cabbage pulse, then we're gonna switch over to the chomp and pumpkin, I think. We might not even need the chomper and the pumpkin. They're just kind of here, just in case anyone gets close enough to the cabbage pulse. Because these are better for longer range than they are for close range. So it does get a bit worrying when zombies get close to them. Let's start putting chomper pumpkins down. Here we go. Here's the catapult zombie. Here he is. Alright. Yep. There he goes. That's a football? No, that's a basketball. Yep. He can hit all my plants from anywhere he wants. Isn't that so fun? And he can run over things because he's in a cart. Or a vehicle, which means he can run over things, which is not fun at all to deal with. If I'd have to say, my least favorite zombie my least favorite zombie, that's a hard one, right? Because there's a lot of annoying ones, but there's just straight up ones that just ruin your day and just make things more difficult than they need to be. Out of all of them, because there's lots of zombies in this, I think the Gargantuars. Now, I don't think we've seen them yet. We might have. I actually don't remember. They're somewhere along the lines we've seen. Maybe. I don't know. But I think the Gargantuars, I think those are the guys I hate the most. Because they have just so much HP, and they just throw a little guy at you. And it takes forever to kill them. And by the time you do, they've squashed like an entire row of plants. So they're just very hard to deal with. I think those are my least favorite zombies to deal with. Now, while the catapults are annoying, they don't have that much health. So they're not entirely that difficult to deal with. Alright. Last wave of 5, 6. Let's go! But yeah. I'm excited that we're getting near the end. Finally, right? I mean, to be fair, this hasn't lasted as long as the Pokemon playthrough has been going on. That's been going on for like 2 years. Partly my fault, partly laziness, partly me being busy as well. It's a combination of laziness and me being busy with things. But we are nearing the end of that too, thankfully. So I am trying to get that done. Alright, we got the Umbrella Leaf. Protects nearby plants from bungees and catapults. Oh yeah, right! This also protects against bungees. I forgot about every time I start recording PvZ, I keep forgetting to put my Steam on Do Not Show people showing up, or on Do Not Disturb every time. You know what? Whatever. It's fine. We'll just deal with it. We'll show off the Umbra Leaf, because that's going to be helpful. Squash, Potato Mine, because you at least need 2 of these at all times. Do I just go with the Chomper again? Maybe the Pumpkin? This is a hard decision. I'll go with the Pumpkin, I think. Because the Chompers didn't really see much use last time, which means we did enough damage. With just the Kernel Pulse and the Cabbage Pulse. So I think we should be okay if we don't have the Chompers this time around. I was gonna use another flower pot, but let's not do that quite yet. I would like to set up as much sun as I can. Before we start setting up more flower pots. Because the faster we get the sun out, the easier it will be to get the rest of the plants out. Which is, the rest of the zombies will be easier to do with. Actually, this is a little off topic. Well, it is kind of on topic. But this is just me segueing a little bit. But I found, for those of you who don't know, I am an avid Minecraft player, specifically for mods and anime mods and things. Who knows? I might do a series on those somewhere along the line on the channel, maybe. Who knows? It depends. But I found a mod that, Kernel Fire, there we go. I was like, what do I put here again? But I found a PvZ mod for that game. I have played very little of it. Because I was just looking for mod, because sometimes I'm just bored and look through mods. But I found a PvZ mod for Minecraft. And I had downloaded it. I started playing a little bit of it. I haven't played a lot of it. From what I played, it's very fun. Although, I do have an issue of I'm trying to start the game. And every time, like, the zombie just spawn right off the gate. Like, and they just follow you every and anywhere. And they don't give you a second to set anything up. To set a base up, to get material. Nope. They just go straight for it. And you don't even start off with plants. You gotta, like, set up stuff for that as well. And also, I've messed up a little bit here on my configuration. Because Umbra Leaf plants only work in a certain radius. And it's best to have them in, like, no, not squash. I didn't mean to squash that. It's better to have them in, like, a center radius. Sort of like this. And that's how they get the most use. This allows them to protect as many plants as they possibly can. So I'm gonna be setting Umber Leaves out and redoing my configuration a little bit. There we go. So we can actually see the Umber Leaves in actions. These are very good against bungees and catapults. They protect all of your stuff from bungees and catapults. Now I'm going to get rid of at least 2 sunflowers on this side and on this side. That will decrease our sun production by a decent amount. However, I don't think it'll be that big of a hit that we'd have to worry about. Now that should be good enough protection from all the bungees and catapults when they show up. Although, we are going to be lacking a little bit of firepower in the Umberleaf lanes. So I'm going to add a bit more. A few more cabbage pults to them. So we don't have any issues. But yeah, I haven't really played much of that mod. I played a little bit of it. Got a little frustrated at not being able to collect anything. Or set anything up. And kind of just stopped playing it. But I will eventually go back to it and have fun. But I've been mostly playing Cobblemon on my free time. And Genshin Squadra. I've also been playing a decent amount of that as well with my friend. Because he recently got into it. Because he's a big Dragon Ball fan. And once he heard Bardock was being released, he immediately got into the game. I like Squadra. I think Squadra is fun. I think it's a good game. There are a few things that I are a pain to deal with. Because right now the current comp in that game is very, very hard to deal with. I guess I'll just set up pumpkins on the front cabbage pults, right? Because, like, they're the furthest out. I was thinking of putting pumpkins on the Umber Leaves, but I don't know if there's a point to doing that. I don't think there really is much of a point to doing that. So I don't think I'm going to do that. So we'll just set them up with the cabbage pults in front to protect those. Come on, pumpkin, charge away! There we go. You know what? You know what? No. I will not give in. Actually, I should give in. Hold on. 1 second. I'm gonna put Steam on Do Not Disturb real quick. Alright, we're back. Hopefully that... I think putting out Do Not Disturb fixes the problem. Maybe? I actually don't remember. It's been a while since I've activated that setting. But as you can see, there's a cabbage pult zombie here. Not a cabbage pult zombie. A pult zombie. And he's trying to hit my flowers. But the Umber Leaf is blocking him. They're protecting my flowers. This is actually not good. There we go. Problem solved. I wonder, if I get rid of the plant the ladder is on, will the ladder disappear? I actually don't know. Let's try it. Yes! Yes, it will! Okay, that's actually good to know. Haha. And that was the Umber Leaf defending against bungees. So yeah, Umber Leaves are really good against pulse zombies and, bungees. I don't tend to use them. I kind of just tend to brute force a little bit the later levels of this game. Without the Umber Leaves. Because while Umber Leaves are good, they do take up 1 spots on your garden. It could be used for damaging plants. Or other plants. And they do take up a seed slot as well. Which could be rough in some situations, especially the later levels. It's all personal preference for the most part. For what plants you want to choose for each level. Now, there is a variety of strategies you can do. There's a whole bunch of different stuff you can do. It's personal preference, but also you need to choose some plants that are required so you can actually do things. Also, my audio is being weird. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but sometimes my audio is cutting out a little bit or being weird, and I don't know why that is. Because I'm hearing it, and I don't know if that's my headphones or if that's the in-game audio. If that's the in-game audio, I don't know why it's being so weird. Yeah, but for the most part, are set up perfectly fine. I don't think we really have to worry about anything. We just have to make sure the pumpkin plants get restocked in case we need to do that. So we're just sitting around collecting the sun right now. Which is fun, which is good. I'm trying to think here. If there's anything else I've been doing recently besides playing Squadra and the Cobblebond, that's kind of it. Oh, we lost a cabbage plant. Hold on. Oh, Diamond, give me. We need the money. Desperately need the money. Oh, guys, it's not the audio that's being. Guys, I just figured it out. Sorry, I thought the audio was being weird with that weird sound. Sorry, that's not the audio being weird. That's the Pulse Zombie. That's the sound he makes when the basketball throws. That's why I'm hearing that sound. I was like, why do I hear the weirdest sound in the world? But that's because the cabbage pulse. Why do I keep calling them cabbage pulse zombies? They're not cabbage pulse zombies. They're just pulse zombies. The pulse zombies are making that sound. That's all I wanted to say. Gives your silver and gold coins. Now, these are very good with survival endless. Here we go. Here are the gargantuars. Here's what we need to be worried about. Alright. Oh, God. This is gonna be a rough level. No bungees or no pulse zombies, which is good. That gargantuar, though, is going to be a big issue. Squash potato mine. Because he could just trample over everything you have. And he has so much HP. It is ridiculous. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try out the star fruit. We'll see how this goes. I was debating on what other plant to use because I'm like, do I use the chopper again? But the chopper's just gonna get run over by the gargantuar. So I wanted extra damage, but none of the nitrooms I'm gonna give me the amount of damage I need. But maybe the star fruits can for that gargantuar. Now, I'm gonna, I'm actually, I should have got a cherry bomb, maybe, instead. That might have been better. Cherry bomb might have been way better to deal with the gargantuars. Oh, well, we'll see how it arcs, right? We'll see how it ended up. We might be okay, we might not be. It all depends. The kernel pot. Sunflower. Flower pot. Rinse and repeat. Now, there is another tower defense game. Actually, no, not another. Well, there's actually a recent tower defense game that came out. It's called, Pokemon Pokepath TD. It's basically, it's a tower defense game that's sort of very automated. Now, for those of you who actually remember, there used to be another Pokemon Tower Defense game that used to be a Flash game. Now, you can still get it. You can still download it. I won't say where or how, but you can. I don't like how close this guy is. Actually, I'm going to squash. But that game was super fun. A lot of people are liking Pokepath Tower Defense. I'm not big of a fan of it. I do have it. I did play it. But I'm not so much of a big a fan of it because that game is a bit. It's like more passive than the other Pokemon Tower Defense game, and I'm not sure if I like that. You kind of just sit around waiting for things to happen. It's not like you don't really do that in most tower defense games, because for the most part, that is kind of what a tower defense game is. You kind of just place things and sit around and wait for what happens. But like, a game like this, like, right, Plants vs. Zombies, right? You do kind of just sit around, but it also makes you feel like you're doing something, you know? You also get into situations where you have to actively try to solve them. You have to actively place things. You have to actively collect sun. This game makes it so that you're active in ways where you're still kind of waiting around, but you're still doing stuff. Even while you're waiting around. And Pokepath TD, you kind of just set up the Pokemon and then click the speed up button and just let it go. It's like an idle game. I have nothing against idle games per se. I'm not really a big fan of them. Sorry about that, was interrupted. Okay, we're gonna set up the Starfruit up here, I think. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's find out, shall we? That's why I bought the pumpkins, because the Starfruit actually, the reload time on that is actually really short. Which is nice. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not, like, I don't hate idler games, but I don't really tend to play them for the most part. That's why I don't really play mobile games all that much, because a lot of mobile games are just kind of idle. Or you just do the same thing over and over again, which gets a little boring. We got our first Gargantuar here. Thankfully, I have a squash. Okay, good. Good. We got enough damage and the squash finished him off. I'm going to put Starfruits here as well, I think. I'm going to stagger them. Because this gets the best use out of the Starfruits, I think. Okay, good. We got a good setup here. We got the Starfruits out in front and the Cabbage Pulse out in the back. Do I want to put more? I mean, I might just put more Starfruits down. Just to do as much damage as possible. I'll take all the coins. Thank you. The more money, the better. Actually, after this, I might see if we can buy anything from Crazy Dave's shop. I don't think we'll be able to. But there is a possibility. And the more stuff we have, the better. I kind of want to see if I can get an upgraded plant or maybe the last seed slot. Although, I think the last seed slot is, like, ridiculously expensive. And you need to just go on Survival Endless to grind for it. So we'll see if we can get a new seed slot or another plant or an upgraded plant. But I think we're good. I don't think we need to worry about anything. I think this is a solid setup. I mean, I might as well put flower pots down just in case anything happens. I assume we're gonna have at least another Gargantuar, maybe 2 of them. Final wave. Okay, we got one. Oh, what? Oh, I was told there were nobody about zombies gonna be here. Squash. Actually, no. I'm gonna pumpkin, I think. Because I want to save the squash for the Gargantuar. Because the Gargantuar is the biggest problem. See? 1 squash isn't enough for the Gargantuar. That's how strong the Gargantuar is. Do this. Get rid of that sunflower. Put that there. Gargantua is dealt with. Put this out. Put you up. Put a starfruit here. Little bit panic. A little bit of panic near the end. Just a little bit. We almost lost to that Gargantua, but thankfully I've played this game enough is where I can handle situations like that. Let's go! We got the best plant, or one of the best plants in this game. Specifically for the roof, but for other things too. The melon pult. Unfortunately, it costs 300 sun, and it's like almost the most expensive plant. But it is so good. It does so much damage. It does heavy damage to groups of zombies, and it does AoE damage. It's so good. Really? Oh, wait, no. For some reason, I thought 5-9 was the last level. I think 5-10 is. For some reason, the last part, I thought 4-9 was the last level, too. I don't know why I keep doing this. Right. That's a lot. Gargantuar, Catapult, Jack in the Box. I think I'm going to have to save this for next time, guys. It is getting a little bit late. This is probably going to be a bit of a shorter episode. But next time should be the last time. At least for the storyline. After that, we're going to go through the puzzles and all that stuff. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry about the shorter episode this time around. But sometimes it is what it is. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.